It's the semi-finals of Indian Wells, and we've got the semi-final we were hoping for. Mirra Andreeva versus Iga Swiatek. This is the preview. Let's go through it. And before we go anywhere, make sure you've hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get stuck into this, and this is the semi-final we were all hoping for. We've got the battle of, you could say, the two best in the tournament, but after seeing what Madison Keys has just done to Belinda Bencic, some may disagree. Madison Keys in some crazy form, and obviously we have Sabalenka in there as well. But let's start off with what happened in these quarterfinals. We had Iga Swiatek versus Kim Win-jung. Kim Win-jung, she was on a bit of a roll herself, but no match for the Pole, who defeated her just like I said. I said no breadsticks or bagels, but a straight sets win for Iga with a break, a set pretty much. 6-3, 6-3. It was the correct prediction, and I'm happy with it. So thank me if you really want. Don't have to, though. Here we go. Down here, you'll see Iga has been the semi-finalist at Indian Wells in 2022, 2023, 2024, and now 2025. 4 years in a row. She had a bit of a funky celebration as well at the end, sort of flapping her arms like a bird. And then Daniil Medvedev just recently won his quarterfinal, and his celebration was arguably even more crazy. So go check that one out if you haven't done so yet. Like Jose Morgado says here, the two-time champ Iga Swiatek gets a 10th consecutive win at Indian Wells, beating the Olympic champion Kim Win-jung, who beat her in the semi-finals of the Paris Olympics. But this one was 6-3, 6-3, and it is a fourth consecutive year into the semis at Indian Wells. 18 wins, 4 losses in 2025, and will play Mirra Andreeva in the semi-finals. This is what she had to say after the match. She said, at the end, it got really windy, which made it tricky. It was a weird match with all the breaks. I wanted to be composed and focused. I'm glad that I did that. Yeah, very tough conditions there in Indian Wells. They often have a lot of strong winds. We even saw in the Medvedev match as well, just half of the stuff that was next to the umpire blowing onto the court, towels, bottles, all sorts. And they had to keep on stopping just to have a little gap to allow the wind to die down a little bit, just so that they could actually play without stuff flying onto the court. Umpire rightly saying, no umbrellas, please. Don't put them up. that would make life even more nightmarish on this occasion. So, since the event's inauguration in 1989, Iga Swiatek has become the first player to reach the women's singles semi-finals at Indian Wells for 4 consecutive years. There you go. She is setting those records. Well done, Iga. And she's the first player since Novak Djokovic to drop 12 games or less in reaching the Indian Wells semi-finals. And that was Djokovic back in 2011. Very impressive stats. The conditions suit Iga, and I'm not talking about the wind. I'm talking more about the court conditions and how she has a lot more time on the ball. It bounces up a lot higher and a lot slower playing conditions. So she really, well, it's just like playing on the clay for her, and we know how good she is on the clay. She's going to be up against somebody who's becoming better on every surface, it would seem. She's running her own consecutive win streak at the moment. 10 consecutive wins for Mirra Andreeva as she defeated Elina Svitolina 7-5, 6-3 to reach the semi-finals of Indian Wells for the first time. Playing so well. Yeah, playing confident tennis. Just looking like even when she gets like broken on her serve, she breaks them straight back again. There's like a level of maturity that we're seeing from her, and shot making ability as well. I love the fact that she's taking on gritty, seasoned players like Svitolina and coming out on top, because Svitolina's playing some of her best tennis in her career at the moment, but it's not enough to even get a set against Mirra Andreeva. And like it says here, Since the format's introduction in 2009, Mirra Andreeva, at 17 years, 318 days, is now the youngest player to reach multiple and consecutive WTA 1000 semi-finals, surpassing Victoria Azarenka, who was 19 years old, 280 days, so two whole years younger. That is pretty phenomenal. I think you would all agree with that. And after winning her match against Svitolina, and they said, you now face a lot of players that you watched growing up. And she said, when I played Ons for the first time, she was one of my idols. I was like, can it be like a friendship match or something? She's full of funny quotes, Mirra Andreeva, and I can't wait to see what she says after the next match. Will it be a win? We're going to wait and see. We've got Morgado just confirming Iga now with 10 consecutive wins at Indian Wells. Mirra 10 consecutive wins in 2025. And Andreeva beat Iga in the Dubai quarterfinals, which is what I'm going to get onto next. The head-to-head stands at 1 apiece. And they played last year in Cincinnati. That was a quicker court. And it was actually Iga that did very well in that one. It was a very close match. It was 3 sets, but Iga got the job done in a very competitive match. Then they played in Dubai, and Mirra Andreeva wins 6-3, 6-3. But these courts aren't like the Indian Wells courts, and Iga plays just another level, it would seem, at Indian Wells. It's perfect for her game, and I don't think the court change has really sped it up enough to affect her style of play. Will it be good enough to be able to beat Mirra Andreeva? Well, let's get to a prediction, because even though we see how dominant Iga's been, and even though we see how dominant Mirra Andreeva's been, I think this is the perfect matchup for this semi-final, and that's why I've been so looking forward to hopefully bringing you this preview, because the narrative in this match makes it more exciting. The fact that Andreeva's just beaten Iga in the last tournament that they've played, and did it in straight sets as well, and that she's on this tear. Like Iga had her tear where she went, about 34 matches unbeaten. Andreeva probably be looking at that and looking up to Iga as well right now. I think it's very tough to call. I think it will be 3 sets. But I think Iga, in these conditions, that's what's going to do it for her. I think that she will dig in, and this will be another learning curve for Mirra Andreeva, and expect her to come back next year and be even stronger at Indian Wells. I don't know which is her best surface. I think she looks fantastic on all of them, and I'm quite excited to see if she can go one better than she did last year at Roland Garros. I mean, this is a player who we haven't even seen the best of yet. Iga, we know what she's good at, and she does it time and time again. And I think that she will get it done in 3 sets. But that's just my prediction. Tell me yours in that comment section below. Do you think it's going to be Iga going through to the final again? Or is Mirra Andreeva going to keep the run going and going to go for back-to-back WTA 1000 titles? I want to know your thoughts. And if you haven't done so yet, hit a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.